Hello and thank you for joining today's webinar on how to end discounting once and for all. My name is Brian McCrae, the founder and owner of Rethink Veterinary Solutions. We've been helping practices get off of discounting for 7 years. And so we're going to go right into that. We're going to blow discounting up. You will never be able to look at it the same. And we're going to give you a strategy to change that course. But do you have the best system and strategies in place to retain clients and grow your practice? Our mission is to help independent practices remain independent, to really help you stay level with corporate practices. I know a lot of times it might feel like David versus Goliath. They've got more money, they're coming in, they're doing this and that. But we're going to give you tools and strategies to where you can win the game. So, and if the goal is just to optimize revenue for the practice and you have an exit strategy, that's what we'll help you with that as well. So let's go in and let's talk about first about the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule applies to almost every business and almost everything you do in life. But 80% of the sales, right? 80% of the results happen from 20% of your clients. And so what are you doing to retain these clients and make them raving fans? We're talking about losing one of these 20%ers is like losing 10 to 20% of your regular clients that are not in your top 20%. So we're going to address that and make sure they never will leave your practice, especially on price. And so we're going to cover that. In the veterinary industry, it's actually more like 95% of your sales coming from the top 20%. That's what I heard from Peter Weinstein last week and a stat he quoted from the AVMA. So our objective is to give you something to really cement that relationship and get more clients into that top tier, that 20%. So move them up the ladder and really increase visits and spend. But you cannot afford to lose these clients. Remember, the game plan also must work in a down economy. There's a lot of practices doing a lot of things not great, and they're still doing well right now. That is not going to work in a down economy. We've got to get you out in front of the curve, in front of the next downturn, in position to where if a big practice moved in next to you that has twice as much money, they're sending coupons to your clients left and right, and your clients don't even care. There's no reason to look. And so the rubber really meets the road on loyalty strategy when things get tough, So that's what we're gonna help you with. Let's talk about one of the main building blocks to getting rid of discounting, and that is implementing rewards. Rewards currency is absolutely crucial. We've got to create a virtual currency, a bonus bucks, whatever you want to call it, soft dollars or monopoly money that is usable at your practice towards services only and requires people to come in the future in order to use that benefit. So you're exchanging real dollars for reward dollars. Think about Vegas. How do they do it? They come in, they get your real money out of your hands as fast as possible. They give you chips, and you spend chips 140% faster than you do real money. That concept applies to veterinary medicine or any business. All business models use this strategy. So rewards currency is an absolute must for a loyalty strategy to work. What is the current strategy that practices are using to address price concerns? Discounting. That's it. That's all practices are doing. 95% of practices are discounting. Or they're trying to implement some kind of cheesy program like stamp cards or even an app-based stamp card. It's single dimensional and it won't work when times really get tough. Then you got points-based systems. Those are confusing. Every business has a different point system. If clients don't understand it, it's confusing and it loses its value. So there's got to be a better way, and we're going to bring that to you right now. What about discounts? They cannibalize your business right from the beginning. From the very beginning, you're giving money away. You're setting yourself up in a price-reducing culture. You're setting yourself up for a price war against corporate competitors that you will not win. You really got to get off of lower prices. It's a negative, and we need to change the focus to something else. So how do we do that? Well, we replace discounting with rewards. So we're going to help you grow spending without discounting. Here's an example on the math and why this works. On a discount offer on a dental program that you should be charging $300 for, but now you're charging $200 because it's discount dental month. Now you've lost $100. That $100 doesn't work for you in the future. It doesn't guarantee they come back. Matter of fact, the client may even look at competitors' coupons and say, now you got them just looking at the price. And every practice does dental discount month. How is that separating you from anybody else in the market? There's no differentiator there. With a reward program, you collect full price. We believe full price should be the standard. You collect full price, you give 100 reasons to come back. So now they have to come back. They see these balances in their app and their membership platform. That whether it's money or rewards, that's what brings them in. Think about a competitor sending a coupon to a client who already has an exam tied to their membership and has $50 to $100 in value. All coupons become not powerful. They're just not going to do the job anymore. So that's where you need to be at the right time if things were to change. It gets worse when we talk about higher revenue. $1 million in revenue, 10% discount, you're only collecting $900,000. That's a huge disadvantage to you, especially if you're going to sell your practice. You can never surrender top line revenue. Corporate strategic buyers are not looking for practices doing under 1.5 in revenue. So you have to keep the top line revenues, and discounts destroy that. Compare that to rewards. You collect $1 million. You're giving 100,000 reasons to come back. In the future, those rewards trigger visitation. Someone sitting on a couch that has $60 in rewards and is debating whether to bring their pet in or not will bring their pet in when they have some rewards in the same day before they wouldn't have brought it in. We've proven this over 7 years. They will increase spending as well with rewards. Discounts will not do that. Discounts will also handcuff your ability to retain key employees. How are you going to have enough money to pay your key employees enough when the average DVM discounts $60,000 a year in services? A lot of these services are not even showing up on invoices in the industry. Andy Rourke just quoted that a couple weeks ago. That cannot work and cannot be a sustainable way to grow your practice. So we've got to get away from discounting. On top of that, you're seeing patient visits go down right now. You're seeing new client growth go down over the last year per the VHMA. These should be alarming and they should be concerning, and it really takes a different strategy to be implemented sooner rather than later. Let's look at rewards in terms of redemption, the math on rewards. Only 30% of your rewards are going to be redeemed in that first year. That's what we've seen, 7 years of historical data. Not only that, but long term, you're going to see maximum 70% redemption. You will be shocked at how many people save their rewards for years, allowing you to collect full price and have them still feel like they're getting tremendous value because they see that money growing up and up and up and up. That is such a contrast between discounts where it does nothing for your future. Also, once you build the membership database, you can raise membership fees. We have practices going from $70 a year to $110 over the 3-year period. So you have different levers to raise profitability, raise membership fees, raise price points in general because clients are not focused on price so much because you've got them onto a rewards currency. This does so much to empower your practice. And so rewards and membership, just bottom line, they're going to increase revenue. They're going to increase visits, and we've seen practices growing up to 10% immediately in that first year. So membership, will this work in veterinary medicine? Of course it will. It's the best companies in the world do it. Costco does it. Number one source of revenue, membership. They have membership. They've got their own currency. They give you a check at the end of the year to come back to Costco to spend it. Same principles apply. Independent practices, this is much more suited to your advantage than wellness plans. Wellness plans have been broken. They haven't worked since day one. I'll talk to you on a separate webinar about that. But wellness plans are broken for most independent practices. Starbucks, on the other hand, is the number one engagement app of any business in the world. They collect more money than Google and Apple Pay combined in mobile payments. Why? They've got mobile payments, they've got it tied in, easy one-click buttons, and rewards tied to their membership and relevant engagement. We're giving you that marketing power today with the Rethink Veterinary Solutions platform. Here's a membership that we've proven in the industry. $95 a year times 1,000 members, that's $95,000 in recurring revenue. That group is going to spend $50,000 more immediately because of the way we design it and we trigger visitation. That's $145,000 of low-hanging fruit that we can get immediately with just implementing membership. We have one practice in Southern California, 6 years now in a row. They're bringing in over $300,000 a year in recurring revenue. There's no practice, I don't think, in the entire country that's bringing that much in any model in recurring revenue right now. So this is a different way of doing it. We also, once people download the membership, become members of your practice, you've enabled yourself to communicate via push notification. So this is a big deal. If you've got your top 20% group and you've got extra boarding time that's available, you can say, hey, the top 20%ers, VIP members, let's get you in. Let's fill this time. It's not costing you anything as a practice, and you can give a high perceived benefit. Or any type of message, any type of exclusive message that you want to deliver to those 20%ers, this is the best way to do it. Push communication. Texts are for family, and friends. 90% of email is never opened. People are confused by all that. Push notifications is the way to go for communicating. So all of this, all the rewards, all of the membership, all of this needs to be managed on a smartphone app, and we had to design it in a way where there's virtually zero administration or training required from your staff. We've nailed it. We've tested it. We've done all of that. It's ready live. Easy sign up. Client gets the membership. We present it in 60 seconds or less. They decide to buy it. They download the app. They put in your zip code. Your practice pops up. And now they get to see your branding. They're going to see your memberships. They're going to see your logo. They've got easy redemption buttons and tie-ins right there with that Google button right to your mobile version of your website where they can book appointments as well. You've got Yelp review button, which is really key for new client acquisition. We'll show you how to double your reviews by getting great reviews from your members with the membership. And so that's how it works. And a simple membership example is this: 2 exams, 5% cash back towards services only in the future, vaccinations included. Many practices do include that. It's a great benefit to just bring extra visits in, and also or nail trims. And so nail trims charity, we have give or take. You can change this, but 4 or 5 benefits, really easy to explain, easy for your client to understand, and high conversion. That's what we specialize in. Once they're in the app, they can buy coupons as well. You can sell packages, sell 10 exams, sell nights of boarding, sell medications, sell whatever you want with a click of a button, 24 hours a day, directly to your practice bank account. So when a client puts in their credit card information, there's a PCI compliant gateway that's connected to your practice bank account, and instantly that money is going into your account. So you are now collecting money via mobile payments. We had a practice do $400,000 in mobile payments last year with the new version and the app release. So what are we going to do for you? We're going to help you with client loss prevention. We're going to help you end discounting right away and free up money to do other things in your practice. We're going to help you lift clients from casual visitors to engaged members and help you protect your price points. This is a client-focused mobile engagement tool. Many of the other apps in the industry are doing things that sound great for the practice, but that the clients don't really care that much about. And so this will have a high download rate. We're going to show you how to get them, 70% of your clients on the app, and we'll have success with that. So a couple review points, and then we're done. Number 1, keys to client loyalty. It must be rewards currency, not discounting. Number 2, we've got to have membership. You've got to be able to deliver exclusivity and a subscription model. That is what your clients want. Millennials love subscription models as well. Must be implemented on a smartphone app. That's the way to go. That's the future of communication, and it also must be private branded to your practice. So we want to highlight your practice in the branding. We've done all those things. We know how to do this. We've been doing this for 7 years. We have a proven platform in the industry. We've helped practices sell over 380,000 memberships already. That's $32 million in membership revenue. We are the masters of membership in the industry. There is no other company in the industry that does this like we do. So let me leave you with some final thoughts. Many people at this time are thinking, wow, this is amazing, but their mind tends to go to the reasons that they can't do this. So let's cover these. Number 1, we're too busy. We don't have enough staff to launch one more thing. I get that. Most things in the industry are more complicated, but this is not complicated. Give me 20 minutes of training with your staff or your team in your next team meeting, and your front desk and everybody involved will say, let's do this right now. We've had practices, just launch 2 days after talking to us. So this is going to be one of the easier things you've ever implemented. Number 2, our best clients are going to be loyal anyways. I hope we've covered that already, but you cannot afford to lose that top 20%. That is really hoping. And so why not make absolutely sure? There's never a reason for them to leave on price, no matter what the situation is. Why not cement that relationship? And if they're really going to be loyal anyways, why not get them to pay you for a membership? Let's prove it. Let's take it one step further. And so that's the reason to do it as far as I'm concerned. There are other mobile apps that do practice communications like appointment reminders. There's a lot of other mobile apps. There's 20 other companies that do practice communication mobile apps. There's no other companies that do what we're doing with membership, rewards, and really advanced marketing strategy. We have an app that everybody will download and will use. And the appointment piece and communication pieces we are going to be working on. But the primary reason you should do business with us is this is practice preservation and to maximize your top line revenue. And we do that, like I said, very, very well. If you, the other one is we failed at wellness plans, we'll fail at this too. I don't know if we want to try something else. That's okay. 25% of our clients were wellness plan failures, in their own words. It just didn't work for them. Most of the industry, most independent practices fail at wellness plans. And so we've proven that our system will work. We'll help you convert minimum 30% of your clients up to as high as some practices, 90% of their clients onto membership and engage with you via mobile. And so we'll help you with all those things. It's simple, it's easy, and it costs you nothing to give it a shot and work with us. We've taken all the upfront costs away. We're waiving the $1,000 sign-up fee right now for launches. And so there's zero cost. It's easy to get started, and we don't make money if you don't make money and if this doesn't work for you. So we'll go through those details and when we talk. But the next step is definitely just book an appointment. Email me direct, brian@rethinkvetsolutions.com, or go to our website, rethinkvetsolutions.com, and look for the appointment scheduling button and be able to book an appointment. Whether we talk for 10 minutes or 15 or 20, whatever it is, it'll just book 30 minutes. Let's get all your questions answered. We'll explain everything you want to know about integration and how that works. Really simple to cover, but that's the next step. Thank you for taking the time on this webinar. And unless you want to stay later for a Q&A, we are done. Appreciate you being on the webinar. Have a great rest of your day.